and welcome back to episode 246 of the Hit the Showers podcast, presented to you by the Foolproof Entertainment Network. As always, I'm your host, Clifford Jordan Jennings, and I'm here with my point man and co-host, C-T-Ski, in the building. What's happening? That nigga froze. Hey, A-Ron muted. Y'all niggas got me by myself in this motherfucker. Yeah, I hear you trying to get back right. It's cool. Chopping and screwing. Chopping and screwing. This nigga don't got Wi-Fi in Arizona. I'm trying to tell you. What they got out west, G? This nigga funny as hell. Let me wait till the guys get back before we get started. I hope everybody out there having a good one. It's crazy as shit been going lately, you know. Oh, it's really dead. These niggas left me to my own thoughts. I don't know whether I should get started or not. First and foremost, since I am by myself, I do want to congratulate the GWOAT, Clarissa Shields, becoming 4 division champion with the heavyweight victory over Vanessa Joe Nice. She a dog for that, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm starting to think that we gotta drop the W in that. She might just be the GOAT for real. Like, when you run down this young lady's accolades, that shit crazy. 2-time gold medalist in the Olympics in 2012, 2016. Undisputed in multiple weight classes. 4 division champion. She got MMA wins. She'll step in there with anybody that call her out. Like, at this point, I'm starting to give her the whole GOAT title. Because these niggas, there we go. He back. I was just saying I'll run it back since you just got back when I started up. First and foremost, gotta congratulate Clarissa Shields, man. You heard about that? She just had a fight over the weekend. She a 4 division world champion. She just went all the way up to heavyweight and got the dub in the first round. I was saying that I think at this point we got to drop the W out of the GWOAT. Like, she's the GOAT for real. Like, she's the GOAT. She's just the GOAT. 2-time Olympic gold medalist, undisputed in multiple weight classes, 4 division world champion. You got MMA wins under your belt. And you'll step in there with anybody that call you out. Like, that's the shit we want to see. I gotta look her up. Clarissa Shields? Man, stop. She from Flint, Michigan. And you know I don't even like that spot up there like that. But she the one for real. She the chosen one. That's what we want to see out of our men, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that exactly is what we want to see out of our men. And it seemed like currently in boxing, the roles are reversed with Clarissa. Like, Clarissa is a true to life, with all due respect, dog. Like, I'm dogging shit. I'm dogging shit. It don't matter who, it don't matter where, it don't matter if it's a ring or an octagon, I'm coming to dog shit. And the niggas is like, nah, that fight's too dangerous. I'm not gonna get enough money. I don't think I'm gonna move on and do like that. Come on, man. While she out here chasing greatness. Yeah. She the GOAT. Yeah. Fuck that GWOAT shit. Yeah. She's the GOAT. Yeah. Clarissa Shields. She the fucking GOAT. That's all I can say. She calling out niggas. And at this point, I'm kind of wanting to see it for real.
Yeah, she called out niggas until she called the right nigga and they whoop her ass.
Well, you know the right one. Yeah, I'm not saying she'll walk through everybody, but I'm saying some of them fights that she's been talking about might be closer than we think. She moved up to heavyweight and just knocked out the heavyweight champ in the first round last week.
Yeah, that's crazy. I seen that the face off.
That's crazy. Like she's doing crazy shit.
Yeah, she's a dog.
It's really nobody in female boxing right now that's giving her no go.
Is she a boxer? I thought she was like MMA.
No, that's how much of a dog she is. She's a boxer and she switched over to MMA to fight them too. And then went back to boxing. She had, I think, 3 or 4 MMA fights. I think she lost 1 or 2.
What happened to Holly Holcomb?
Holly who?
Wasn't there somebody named like Holly Holcomb or something?
Holly Holmes was the UFC. Was the UFC? And keep it a buck. She
was a boxer too, right?
Yeah, she was the first woman to ever be a world champion boxing and a world champion MMA.
And smacked what's her name, Ronda.
Mm-hmm.
That would set her up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Ronda was never the same since. Now she act like she's fighting in the WWE.
She took her out. That's crazy. You right.
Mm-hmm.
Never been the same since.
She got a couple wins. She got back a couple wins. Then she got her ego back and jumped in there with Amanda Nunes. And she rocked her ass all the way over to Vince McMahon in the WWE.
Ronda was a wrestler.
Amanda's hard.
She was a wrestler.
In jiu-jitsu, right.
Yeah, she was a wrestler. She wasn't no striker.
Right.
What are you talking about?
Ronda Rousey.
She wasn't no striker. She wasn't no hands.
But that don't mean shit. You was the champ.
She went because
I know.
Right, she went because of the paper because she didn't want to fight anymore. Like actual fight anymore.
Yeah. Facts.
Knocked her out. Just like football. Who would? I mean, I get it.
Less strenuous shit and get paid more?
Yeah, I definitely get it, but it's not
Wrestling is strenuous.
I mean,
definitely
not to the extent of UFC.
Right.
You're not getting hit, but if you laying wrong on that table.
And then one of the most important things is you don't have to do weight cuts and shit anymore.
But Cliff, you know who beat Ronda Rousey before that? Your boy Brock Lesnar. That's what he was the king of that shit. He go to UFC, right? Was a dog for a little bit. Then what happened? When he finally lost or came up, whatever happened, you probably know better than me.
Well, he got hurt.
Looks like he was wrestling there with the UFC.
No. Right. But the only point I'm saying is he switched it up, right? Thought he wanted to do some real shit. Okay.
He did the opposite, but you still gotta give him props though.
He was a heavyweight too.
Right, you gotta give him props though because not only did he switch from the I'll call it choreographed fighting to actual fighting, and he really did run through motherfuckers all the way to the championship, and didn't really start losing until he started getting injured.
He was tough.
He was. There's a couple guys.
He was so fast to be that big. Like his hand speed is. He did. He at
Minnesota.
Was it Minnesota? I knew it was somewhere like that. I was thinking Iowa.
He tried out for the Vikings and got cut. But so did Bill Goldberg. So did Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar,
The Rock.
The Rock. Hell yeah. Which is shocking.
Who?
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews.
But did he wrestle?
Oh no! I thought he made an appearance or something. Did he?
That was Debo. What was Debo's real name in real life?
We talk from the Nation of Domination.
But he was in wrestling. Y'all niggas is older than me. I'm not being funny, but like I think he did that. Like I was little. I think when Debo was in wrestling. Like I didn't see.
The Nation of Domination. That Debo, was that right?
I don't know.
Aaron.
He's talking about
D-Lo. That's D-Lo. That's D-Lo.
Right. D-Lo, bro. I do remember him. I never liked him.
But the character from Friday, Debo, I think he was in wrestling for a hot second.
You are.
Back in the 80s, in the 80s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What was his real name?
Tiny Lester.
That's what it was?
Tiny Lester. That's what they call
him. Tiny. Ain't that weird? The nigga that big's name is Tiny.
He's Ronald or something, but they call him Tiny.
We used to call Blue Tiny.
Tiny is a hood name. They get him that hood.
That is crazy. That's like a...
Any big nigga get a little name. Look.
Hey, imagine telling somebody, hey, my nigga Tiny about to pull up. Oh, okay, cool. You see Tiny. You like, what the fuck?
Right.
Stop this
Put
nigga.
nigga outside. What are you talking about?
He did not fit the description.
All right. I'm like, you're just tiny? You ain't tiny, nigga. Literally.
That's
Grown
crazy.
house. But yeah, there's some athletes though. Shout out Clarissa Shields. Shout out Clarissa.
Mm-hmm. She a dog, man. I want to see more of that out of the men. I don't care what y'all talking about. Fuck all that paper chasing shit. Like, yeah, get your money. I agree, but if you really want to be great, fight everybody that's in your way.
Let me ask you a question. Have you checked out Jared Anderson yet?
Yeah.
Have you checked out? I just got on him.
Mm-hmm. The heavyweight from Toledo.
Yeah, he's from
Is it Toledo?
Hey, he's from. Well, I think he lives in Houston now, but that I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I think if somebody faces him with like footwork, if somebody has good footwork and head movement, that might be a problem. But if you just standing there, you finna get lit up.
Man, nah, he's still developing, but he's gonna be the future at some point.
They're talking about him fighting Joshua next. That's what they're talking about. What I looked up.
That's a pretty big step. There's not a lot of big men that move like him. I will say that. Not in the heavyweight division that move like him. That's what impresses me the most is that.
That nigga be jabbing the shit out of niggas.
And he looks like somebody that, and I know this probably isn't true, but you know how in the NBA you see a big man with good handles like AD or Kelly Olynyk, and it's because they were smaller first and then hit the growth spurt and got to that size. He fights like somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he fights like he's a lower weight.
Hit a growth spurt before he really got on.
Right. And I don't know if that's the case, but that when I watch him fight, I'm like, you fight like a little guy that has power.
I think he played college football. Like D2, D3 or
that might explain the footwork. He has great footwork. It doesn't always translate though, but I'm sure, he's been doing it long enough that it helps. Yeah, but he's going to be the future. I don't know if he's ready for Joshua though.
I don't think so.
Nah, man. I think Joshua's kind of on a little lightweight resurgence right now.
Yeah. But Ruiz got in there just...
But Ruiz had more fights under his belt.
Right. But his fight style was brawl. I'm finna hit your ass.
Yeah, he was another one of those people that probably, I don't want to say didn't deserve to be in there with them at the time, but it was one that most people thought Joshua was going to run through. And I caught it from a mile away. I said, Ruiz got this, watch.
I was surprised.
Caught it from a mile away. I'm so mad that there wasn't like no sports betting or nothing like that. Yeah, I don't believe it was sports betting at that time here.
That was 2019.
I say no, it just became recent.
Right. And that was, I think they said that fight, how did they word it? Like he was such an underdog that he made people like the craziest amounts of money on their bets.
His the odds were crazy.
Right. It was like he set like a record for something, like for I can't remember what it was, but he made more money off of bets or something like that than any other fighter, and I don't know how it went. But yeah, I think it's the same way with him. I think it's just the same guy. Not the same guy, but it's gonna be the same way. If you get the win, it's gonna be like, ooh, nobody, he got caught, nobody saw that coming type situation.
Right.
He is good. He has the skills to win. I just think he's still young. He's still raw. Get him right. Get him more comfortable before you put him in with somebody like that.
He's an underdog, which he will be in that
for
fight.
Sure.
I'm putting the bean on him real quick.
I might too.
You know what I'm saying? Because he has the potential to make a little.
Man, stop.
Real quick. God damn it.
He's good. He's great. He's still a little too raw for me. Like he needs to get a couple more bigger fights before you hop into there with one of the. They thought Joshua was the next guy up for a while.
They thought, yeah, but he lost 2 fights. He lost to Ruiz and somebody.
He lost 3.
He lost to the white boy, I believe.
Yeah, he lost to Alexander Usyk twice.
Okay, so then
and then lost to Ruiz.
He's in a vulnerable state, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. But since then, that was out of order. He lost to Ruiz, then he lost twice to Usyk. But since then, he been on a tear, like looking good too.
Okay.
So I can see you putting him in there, like with Joshua coming off a loss, but coming on this might be, you might be setting him up to get his confidence broken.
Maybe he needs it.
It's not, but I'm saying some fighters don't bounce back from that. Some fighters take that loss and they just can't get right. Like they start questioning themselves and they can't overcome it. And I don't think that it's the smartest to do that to a young fighter. Like it'd be different like if he was just running through everybody and it just came to the point where it's like there's nobody left. Now you got to fight the better fighters. But that ain't been the case.
He has been running through niggas.
He has been running through niggas, but
I'll say this though, like
level of comp.
Welcome to Deontay Wilder is what I would be afraid of because Deontay Wilder got discouraged.
Right.
He's been the same since.
Mm-hmm.
I think he won maybe one fight, but he got Fury beat you 3 times. He probably really beat you twice.
Yeah, that one fight he won was to Robert Helenius, who he had already knocked out twice prior.
He called him. You can try to get knocked out again for 2 million.
Right, that's exactly what it was.
2 million.
That's exactly what it was, and he was like, "Sure." But yeah, that's the biggest, that's the biggest concern. And at least Deontay was older when that took place. You had already been champ. You had already reached the mountaintop. You don't want to do that to him before he even gets to sniff the air.
He was champion when he lost, though, right?
Who, Deontay?
Yeah, he was champion when he lost.
Well, yeah, he lost to Tyson Fury.
Right, but he was champion.
Right. Remember we talked about it last episode. He got the longest heavyweight defense streak, and I think it was like 8 years or 7 years.
Right, and technically, from a boxing standpoint, he can't box.
No,
he hits hard.
Yeah, no. I think he's the hardest puncher boxing's ever seen.
Hell no, Lennox Lewis used to lay niggas
out. No.
He wouldn't have stood
Nope.
young.
Nope.
Yeah.
Foreman and Frazier were hard hitters.
Yeah, Lennox wouldn't even be in my top 5.
That's because you don't like him. Because if you take the bias out
No,
of him,
because like he said, you got Foreman, Frazier, you got everybody gonna say Tyson.
Holyfield was a hard hitter.
Holyfield definitely
beat them niggas, beat Tyson, beat
but we're not talking about who won the fight. We're talking about who's the strongest hitter.
Yeah, he was a heavy hitter. He was a heavy hitter than Holyfield for sure.
I don't know if I'd agree. And
Holyfield came up from a cruiserweight too, though. You gotta keep that in mind.
Right. But cruiserweight's only 2 classes from heavy.
That's still pretty far down the ladder. You're talking about what, 10, 15 pounds, right?
But see, what y'all aren't taking into account is you're just thinking about big dudes. Julian Hawk.
The dude with the fucked up the
box, yeah, the Haitian or not Haitian. What's it called?
From Jamaica or something.
Yeah, from the Bahamas, I believe.
I know what you're talking about because he killed Buddy. Sad news.
Yeah, Julian Hawk Jackson. Was it not Jackson? Julian Hawk.
Miss Jackson.
I can't remember what his last name was, but it's hella people. You got to think about the Hagglers at that point.
Yeah, the Hagglers, Hearns. I mean, some niggas out there.
But see, everything that you named, the only thing that you did, I will give you credit for, is the reason why Lennox had decent power is the same reason why Deontay has crazy power. It doesn't usually come from the little tight compact dudes. It comes from the long lanky dudes that have a chance to generate it as it's coming at you.
And they
Right.
crack a whip on them. They crack
Right, that's when it's like, oh shit! Like them long, lanky, skinny motherfuckers be hitting hard as hell because you got enough time to generate more force before it connects. Only thing, like Tio said, is your punches take longer to land. So if you're inside of them,
That's what Marvin Hagler. Who won that fight between Hagler and Hearns? I don't remember. Was it Hagler?
I want to say no.
Because that was the ultimate fight of inside outside. Them niggas.
Yeah, I want to say no because it wasn't it after that fight that he retired and moved to Japan.
Because Hearns fought Sugar Ray after that, right?
I believe so. I'm trying to think of the timeline.
The 80s. Jerry curls were involved.
Right, he said Jerry curls were involved. That was
87 something. It was like 86, 87.
that was the battle with the Soul Glow, wasn't it?
Fuck the soul.
Motherfucking corner man had SOS spray in the corner. Was pouring water on his chest and spraying his curl like he knocked some mist off of you that last round, didn't he?
Vaseline back then. It was straight Jericho. It was straight activated.
That is crazy.
Right off your ass, man.
That's crazy. But I guess since we on boxing, last point, and then we can move on. That Terrence Crawford fight is this weekend, and I'm just not interested.
Did you watch the like all the little pre-fight episodes and shit?
On the Terrence Crawford fight?
Where they got like shit on like Days End and all that.
No, I haven't seen that. I saw the
Andre Ward got he doing the all the smoke where he talking to.
Oh, for real?
It was informal.
I know they sparred. I know I saw the footage. Well, not much footage, but I saw them sparring.
Like 3 rounds.
And then
that was after the interview. They did that right after the interview.
Oh, for real? Yeah, and I saw the face off and shit. I'm just like, this nigga's like, it's crazy how you could have the biggest fight of your life against Errol Spence, and then your next fight is against a fighter who just barely has double-digit fights.
But they make you, I think, by design, some fights they make you kind of take, because weren't there like 2?
Yeah, that you get mandatories. You definitely get mandatories, and
but he's going up. He's going up.
right, that's the issue right there, is that 154 isn't the most, it's not the deepest division. Like, it doesn't have the most talent. So if whatever belt he chooses to, fight for, because since he was the belt holder of all belts, he can choose which one he wants to go after in his next fight when he moves up. That might have been the mandatory for that fight. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he was the challenge, like he was the next man up to get that title shot. So if you want the title shot, you gotta fight him first.
Right.
Is what I'm thinking that was. But that's also the same situation as to why he had to vacate the WBC at 147. Because Boots, Jerron Ennis, was his mandatory. And he didn't want to fight him, so he...
They talked about that. He was talking about, his
It might have been the WBO. It was the BC or the BO, I can't remember.
Talking about Boots, though, right?
Yeah.
His trainer was talking about, the fat nigga. He was talking about,
Bo,
yeah, that nigga.
Bojack or Bo, what's his name?
Oh no, Jackson.
Bojack is the show, ain't it?
The big cat.
Right, I can't think of his name.
He was talking about that Boots makes too many mistakes to fight Terrence.
He does, but at the same time,
I would like to see those mistakes. That's what I want to say.
Of course, because my biggest counter to that is the only reason why he's making those mistakes is because those opponents aren't on his level, and he knows I can have fun.
He's overreaching. Say, okay.
You're not. It's different when you on your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when you really on your shit and you know that you gotta fight somebody who's going to challenge you. You ain't gonna make those same. You ain't gonna be as messy with it. is what I'm saying.
I think anybody try boots to get close to a victory yet. So yes.
But he has gotten hit more than I like to see. But again, I think that comes from level of competition. If you don't respect them, then you're going to be there for a few shots that you wouldn't be there for against a guy that I know I respect. I don't want him hitting me. I'm not going to stick around for shots like that. This nigga doing the Matrix and all kinds of shit in the ring because he knows he's good enough that he gets to have fun. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that the audio is right since we had them issues. But yeah, I don't know about this fight. I'm not the most what's the word for it? I'm not the most excited for it. Like, I'm not about to go out of my way to look for it. You know, if I'm out somewhere and I so happen to see it, they playing it, I'll watch it. But I'm not going to try to get a pay-per-view or go to somebody's house. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to me. It's not a good look.
You would hit that Mexican spot and go watch it?
But nah, I wouldn't do that.
I'll send you the link if you want to watch it.
And Terrence Crawford's trainer, the Bo whatever, he can say that all he want. That, you know, Boots makes too many mistakes, but at the end of the day, he was the challenger. It's the same thing you doing with this nigga, and he 10-0. 10-0-1 with one draw.
Right.
7 KOs. At least Boots has 30 plus fights.
Got some stats under.
You know? Like, that's just people talking at the end of the day. Is there some truth to it? I'm sure there is some truth to it. But why would you feel more comfortable getting at this dude than that dude? I understand, again, you wanted to move up in weight, but if you talking about money, you can't be making much in this fight. Can't be. You would have made a lot more in the Boots fight. So if it's about money, sticking around at a weight class that you don't want to be at for one more fight, wouldn't imagine to be too much of a big deal. But it is if you worried, if you thinking, nah, this nigga is a little dangerous. I don't know if I want to risk my name on this fight and stick around at a weight class I don't want to be at in the first place. But, I mean, good luck to him. I don't think he needs it in this fight, but good luck to my guy. I still fuck with Terrence. But moving on, what the fuck y'all think about the opening shit everybody been on with the Olympics?
What happened?
With the flag, waving the flag.
No, it was that set up.
Yeah, the Last Supper with the transsexuals and what do you call them?
I didn't see that. See, I don't got a case.
Well, I don't know. Are they transsexuals or are they transgendered? I don't know if they were dressing up like that or they were actually that. You know what I'm saying? This is a confusing world we live in, first and foremost. Let me tell you that.
Right. It is.
And the athletes, like, when you look up what you get for a gold medal,
Mm-hmm.
you're basically
40,000.
Listen.
For an athlete, you're not making no real money. To me, if I make 37 G's running this race real quick, that's cool, but I ain't trained for the last 4 years. I ain't pay trainers, facilities.
Right.
Hey, that necklace is worth more than what they giving them.
Right. 37.5 for US and 768,000 for Hong
What you say,
Kong.
Mount?
It's not hard
Yeah,
to find.
Tokyo, that's what I'm saying. Like, Japan and them getting paid. Nigga,
But you know what? And this is for, I'm gonna play nice with the United States. They still cheap bitches, but USA can't afford to give out $760,000 because they're gonna have way too many winners. We know Japan is not gonna have anywhere close to as many winners on their squad or their country as the United States will in the entire Olympics. If the United States paid $768,000 to every was it gold medalist? every gold medalist that won, they would probably be close to 200. You know, they would be in some mills.
Right. But like, you can't just give them 100 G's though.
Hunter seems very fair.
Crazy.
Clean $100 bill.
Hunter seems very fair.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That seems like at least there's something at the end of the time I can recuperate some of the shit I spent.
because they got 500K for
Right.
the in-season tournament.
A lot of good ones have like commercials and shit. Like Simone got commercials and shit. And
Right, they getting endorsement money and all that.
but the nigga that won the canoe champion, the nigga that got canoe bronze, 60 G's.
No, see that's the thing. If the gold is
It's bronze. If you want the 100 G's, you got to get the gold. Man.
see gold is 37.5. I guarantee the bronze bonus probably 5,000.
Oh no, they just
Yeah.
trip.
I guarantee it's probably like 5,000.
They just pick your hotel bill up. Man.
Right, we even. I'll get you home, but
Good man.
hope you enjoyed the experience.
Uh,
Fucked up. These niggas are cheap. We are talking about the best athletes in the entire world here.
They're paid. They're not worried about it. You ain't never heard.
Not all of them. See, that's the thing. Not all of them. Some of them are children.
Yeah, USA.
Some of them are children. Some of them are 16, 15 years old.
Yeah, some of them.
Hey,
They had one from China that was doing the was pretty dope, doing the skateboarding, and she was like 13, 14.
Yeah, she be winning the X Games and shit. I know who that is.
There's a 9-year-old that be with
Same thing with the men too. There's a dude with the men. He's definitely dope. But I'm not.
Well, Nigel used to be that guy.
Right. Well, here's what I'm gonna say. I'm not trying to be too political, but in China, it's hard to come home and lose it.
Right.
Oh yeah,
That's all I'm gonna say.
especially if you're a girl. Hell, didn't they used to have a rule about?
Right.
You talking about birth, about kids, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking about this in general. It's hard to come home and not fulfill your assignment.
Well, see, that's what happens when you're in, what do they call it? A monotheistic society.
I don't know if that.
No, I mean,
Maybe. I don't know.
Where that means like Asia, like China or Japan, where it's predominantly made up of everyone that looks just like you. You know what I'm saying? United States.
Not diverse. It's not diverse.
Right, United States is not like that. So even if somebody loses, your identity politics can pop in and be like, it wasn't a nigga or it wasn't a white man, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you don't feel as bad about the loss. But if everybody was coming home to the people that looked like them and was talking so much shit this whole time, like we the best, you kind of have to have your head hung low a little bit.
Don't you be fencing? Niggas know when you be fencing. You got a mask on there. You fence? I ain't mean, man. I'm just trying to get.
He's stupid as fuck. He said, I'm just trying to get some noodles. Y'all niggas is dumb, man.
we love everybody.
Yeah, of course, but shit, it's the Olympics. It's smoke right now.
Hey, ask them how they feel about the question of 92 versus 2004. No, 2004.
Oh yeah, that's what we was talking about. And I know we got into it a little bit last time we was on, but well, hold up. Before we get into that, I wanna go back to where we was at in the opening because I do have a few thoughts. Right now,
Drag queens.
okay, so it wasn't transgender thing. That's even worse, right?
Drag queen.
Right.
Women that really like pussy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it's supposed to be like for representation, then why wouldn't you use like transgenders? Like, why are you going to the Drag Race and RuPaul to gather your talent? Well, that's probably because the transgenders is in the Olympics whooping these females' asses. You hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying?
That was the whole issue.
Experiment. Yeah, I think they did say they're gonna do an experiment with like some shit.
Man, I know that they got men in the boxing tournament.
And for women?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Is that viewable online?
I almost pissed on myself.
Can I watch this? Is this available?
All I've seen is highlights. I'm sure you can look up. This thing has got me sweating. I'm sure you can look up highlights, but I can't. I don't even know the times of it. But I'm sure it'd be easy to run down the list and see Brian and Brandon on there. What time they fight? But these, they real life dudes. They just got they eyebrows done.
It's gonna be Brenda and some other shit.
It might be.
This world is so confusing.
It might be. Oh my gosh.
I don't see how you have. So there's some sports you can have women and men in, right?
Right.
So I watched the equestrian sport where they had like just riding horses. And shit. Put women in that because
I even feel like swimming.
You win in the equestrian.
Not really. I mean, I'm not even trying to be funny, but I'm sure like your breasts give drag in the water.
Okay, but they're smaller.
Or tape them down. I don't know. Like
this nigga, you talking about forward momentum? What I'm trying to say.
I don't know what aerodynamic.
There are some sports like sharpshooting.
Right.
The women and men's sport.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that it's not that different.
Right.
When it comes to a physical activity, you don't have rugby.
Especially boxing. Like you're gonna kill one of these young ladies, and it's like who's gonna get charged with that? Somebody should get charged with that.
I don't think they're gonna let that happen. I think once you
how can you not? Like I don't think it's a situation where you can let or not let it happen. I think you just hope for the best because it only takes one good shot to really separate some shit and put you down.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you're taking it from a dude who's giving you, like you got this dude has multiple rounds to inflict as much pain as possible.
Punch, for real, just one hit.
But he's not going to just give you one. He's going to give you multiple. And then not to mention it's still amateur boxing, so it's on a point system. It's not how the pros fight, so the more punches you land, the better chance you have of winning that round.
What does a liver shot do to a woman? A good liver shot? A good...
I mean, I'm sure we all got them.
Right, but what I'm trying to say is that, like...
It's not a sexual organ. It's not what the fuck you think is going to happen?
Think about it, though. That also takes a grown man down with ease.
Right.
On a couple of them. You might take it 3 or 4. One good one.
Well, see, I think that's sparing them.
A liver shot?
Yeah, it's not like you're going to rupture a liver as easily as you can separate your cerebellum type. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess.
As many people get hit in the liver, they're cool eventually. But let somebody hit you and separate your spinal cord from your brain and it's over right then and there. Or took so much punishment to the head like your one boy that you go to the hospital and now you're like
zombie. That dude, remember that dude that was doing the combos in the corner? He got hit and he stood up, started doing combos in the corner.
Oh yeah.
That brain did and like that's scary to me. That right there is scary as fuck. That nigga was up there throwing full combos.
Yeah, he thought it was still going. He thought we were still in this.
That's crazy.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why they say you don't play boxing. It may be a sport, but you don't play boxing. You can play football and basketball and rugby, but you don't play boxing. So for you to allow men and the females just because of what they identify as, and something serious happens to one of these young ladies, you need to be charged to the fullest extent of the law. Not only that, it's a heist. You know what I'm saying? It's a heist.
Who gets charged though? The boxer or the Olympic committee?
Well, no, the boxer can't get charged. It has to be somebody on the Olympic committee. Whoever allowed that, whoever signed off on that needs to get charged. But beyond that, it's a heist of all this work put in by these young ladies. The Olympics ain't the national championship. It doesn't come around every year. You don't have multiple opportunities at this. You have one shot. So for you...
Are there still amateurs?
Right. Okay. But for you to train and wait around for the Olympics for 4 years, for them to allow men in it, and I'm not saying you can't beat a man. I'm actually hoping for a story like woman still wins gold despite being in there with men with great eyebrows.
With dick and balls and gray eyebrows.
There's some weak people out here. There's weak people, not just men and women. There's weak people out here, so that's possible. I can see that happening.
That's what I'm hoping for. But I mean, in the off chance it doesn't happen, I don't know what to say. But again, getting back before I want to wrap it up, because I just feel like my biggest issue with that opening, first of all, it didn't have to be like, you didn't have to portray anything about it. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to portray the Last Supper or any religious event. You could have just did your thing. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you wanted to show to the world. We know France is wild. You've always been wild. Might be all that toxoplasmosis. I know y'all don't know nothing about that.
No, I sure don't.
Toxoplasmosis is real.
That sounds like the movie Osmosis Jones.
That's that new strain of steroids, nigga. They just came out with.
No, that's that. It's a disease that stray cats carry that lowers the inhibitions in humans, makes them less fearful, more impulsive, lowers their inhibitions so they get more sexually free.
So that's a performance-enhancing drug, though?
No!
Stray cats in my neighborhood, Cliff.
You're talking about like it's a performance.
No, I'm just saying that's why they might have did all that wild shit. It was a nigga on the stage with his balls out, and there was kids on that stage.
Wait, what?
That seems like something else besides what you just described.
I'm saying when you got if you got all them stray cats running around here and you sexually free now because you didn't caught toxoplasmosis, you might not even see an issue with what just happened at the Olympic opener.
What is toxos flam?
Look it up. Look it up.
That be one of the most random shit.
Look it up.
Toxoplasmosis, osmosis, germosis, roses.
I'm trying to tell you, look it up. Look it up, Mouth. You got the computer in front. Toxoplasmosis.
That might pop up something different. Might type that in.
Toxoplasmosis. And read it, give a quick glance, and tell me I'm not tripping.
Woman giving man toxoplasmosis.
And then y'all gonna get these, listen, right? So y'all gonna give the Olympic athletes, again, the best athletes in the world, cardboard beds to guarantee that nobody's fucking, and then just make the whole opener a whole sexual drag. Like, what kind of shit is that? We on 2 different pages right now. I've never seen no shit like that before. That was just wild to me. But shit, it is what it is. CT's question, we was talking earlier. We was talking earlier about the 92 team and the 2024 team. And he wanted to know how y'all feel, what y'all think could take place if they were to see each other.
I thought we talked about that last week.
We touched on some of it.
No, we talked about it because we talked about Isaiah Thomas and the powers of Michael Jordan and the gambling situation and John Stockton, if he should have really been on there. And we talked about, because I threw in...
Did they already play that one game?
2018. Yeah, they already beat Serbia in the opener.
Right, but...
South Sudan? They beat them last week. Before last.
They beat them in the scrimmage, and they beat them in the actual game a couple nights ago.
Well, the actual game was tonight, wasn't it?
They played today. Yeah.
They won the first.
They won. They won. Braun had like 14. 7,
I thought they just beat Serbia a couple nights ago.
They beat Serbia on the
I have the
30th.
right here.
I think it was
Right.
the 30th.
So what game are we talking about then?
Well, no, it wasn't the 30th. It was the 20. Hold up.
I have it right here. USA. It was the 29th. USA
28.
dominates Serbia in Olympic opener. So what game are we talking about?
South Sudan.
Today.
Yeah, it's 29.
Right, it's tonight. I think you're getting the.
Again tonight.
Right. I think you're
thought
getting.
you were
Already
talking
played.
about what took place already, not what we. Okay, I'm with you now. I thought you were going off. Of
Yeah, no, that was my original question. Was I was asking when we talked about it last week, did that scrimmage against South Sudan had already taken place?
Yeah, I believe so. That's when. Yeah, it had. Well, no, it took place. I think after. I thought after. I thought.
And that's why I bring up that question because when I saw that game.
But to be fair, Cliff, before you say what you say, we don't know how that dream team would have played against South Sudan. They just came along.
I agree. No, I agree with that. I agree with that. But I agree with that.
Team like that back then.
So you can't prepare for something you've never seen.
Here's the issue. Here's the issue right now is that this is quote unquote the most dominant NBA Olympic team that they've ever put together.
No, it ain't.
I disagree. Cliff.
No, it ain't. Like, no, it ain't.
Cliff,
What are you talking about? What are we talking about here?
Cliff,
What are we talking
Cliff.
about? This is not the best team
Cliff.
ever put together.
Cliff. And I'm a UK fan all day.
And LeBron James is 40.
Devin Booker?
This is not LeBron at 26.
It's not him. He's not him, Cliff. They gave him a pass to be on the team. Devin Booker.
So-
no.
So
Tyrese Halliburton? What the fuck did Tyrese Halliburton do during the
well,
regular
see that's why I asked you who would
No,
win.
they paid Tyrese
All right, here's-
like $12 million. He get paid.
Think about this though for a second. Think about this. So, what y'all are saying is the new Dream Team will beat the old Dream Team. I actually don't have a big problem with that.
But who's more dominant if those are the
But the successful level of a team that you are not ready for. You're not ready for David Robinson. I'm going low real quick. You're not ready for David Robinson. You're not ready for Carl.
You're crazy.
I'm
Joel
just
Embiid
thinking-
Here's what I'm
is-
saying.
Davis
What I'm
is-
trying to say is the teams that faced them in 1992 were not ready for that shit.
Right.
Oh.
Exactly.
Now, the MVP of the league is not playing on the Dream Team. He's playing in Serbia. The other MVP
And the game is different, Cliff.
It's a different game. So what I'm trying to say is,
but that could benefit either side.
if you're
Yeah, but if you're playing today, if you had that matchup created today, I'm assuming they're going to play in today's world, in today's game.
No, I agree wholeheartedly, but we know that team, but we know, and I'm sorry to cut you off, I didn't mean to cut you off, Aaron, but we know that team is, if nothing else, head, shoulders, knees, and toes more physical than this current team is.
I agree.
So you're not just getting to the lane, you're not just going to the rim. They're sacrificing
If we're talking
fouls.
mentality, yeah,
They're gonna foul you.
for sure.
Back in those days,
We're talking
back in those days,
basketball.
they didn't throw their hands up. They planned on
You're right.
using their fouls. I'm gonna foul you if you come down
So to
here.
answer your question, I think they would lose the same way why Ray Lewis and them would lose today if they still played.
These just flavor fouls
Because you
now.
can't
He's
play
just
the same.
He's
You
just
can't
like,
play the same. Dennis Rodman,
You
Ray
can't-
Lewis, and them. You can't hurt
you
niggas
can't
like
stop
that.
fast breaks like you did back then. You can't just stop fast breaks like that.
Yeah, you can't do that. There's no hand checking, Cliff. There's no hand checking. There's none of that.
No, I
So,
agree there,
You
but
have to try to adapt.
I agree there,
You
but
can't watch out and step under the guy now. Like, you can't just, like,
you
Cliff,
said what?
you can't just get under him. Like, you know how dudes shoot threes and how guys, like, box out and get under him? Like, back then, they was doing that.
You can still do
Now you
that.
can't do that at all. No, you can't. That's the
Hell, the
thing.
fuck you can.
You can't stop shooting
You
those.
can't land-
Yeah.
you can't land
After
in
they
their area
land,
at all.
after they land, you can box them out.
Right? Yeah. I'm not talking about.
You can't get
We're
in
not
the
talking
area.
about boxing him out while he's in the air.
You gotta let him land and everything now. Back then, you could, like, you could just.
Yeah, there
Okay,
are
all
rule
that.
changes. There are rule changes that take place for
lot.
sure. But it doesn't
Those
necessarily.
players out the league. Those type of players wouldn't be in the league now. That's what I'm saying.
No, I think that's where you're wrong. I think
Because
I think that's where you're wrong. The reason why they played the way they played is because they were allowed to. That's it. That's all. If they were not allowed to, we can't say these niggas wouldn't have been what they was. Yeah, they would have. They just would have been a different style of player. That's it. That's all. We can't say that Jordan Pippen, Elijah Wan, David Robinson wouldn't even be good if they played nowadays. No, they would. They would. They'd just be a different style of player.
They would be good. But
they 3-point shot. If Jordan couldn't shoot the three. Like,
hold up, we can't all talk at the same time. What? Go ahead, CT.
So what if Jordan was a bad 3-point shooter? You know what I'm saying? Like we would never know. So I don't think what if he could adapt? Like you saw how they shoot the three now. You saw how
right. They take a lot more. They take a lot more of them, and I feel like that would be the only area where there would be some. I don't even want to say like pull away. I don't want to say pull away because everybody else is going to, on the 92 team, is still going to play D. They're still going to man you up. They're not zoning. They're going to man you up. Now hold up. Hold up.
What are you saying? Like,
hold up.
Coming off MVP All NBA seasons, those guys were not.
That don't mean shit though. What did that mean?
I will say this.
Only one guy.
Real quick. If we just told Larry Bird, hey, look, don't drive, don't do nothing, just stand in this corner and shoot threes.
Rod James. That's what you guard.
Well, no, that's what Larry Bird would do. Tell him just to shoot threes.
He's gonna have to guard.
I mean, Larry Bird doesn't even have to step out on the court.
Steph gonna be guarding.
John Stockton gonna come out there and guard him.
Tell me Steph guarding.
John Stockton doesn't have to. We talked about it before the show. And
I don't even think this is the best team they put together though. So I mean,
when they were talking about it on First Take, they were running down who they believed would be guarding who, and the biggest questions were who's gonna guard Steph, who's gonna guard LeBron, who's gonna guard KD. They said Pippen on LeBron, Jordan on Steph, Drexler on KD.
So Jordan's gonna chase Steph all around the court.
Why wouldn't he?
KD would probably.
You think he wouldn't? Do you think he wouldn't though?
KD would eat.
KD would be the one. KD would be the one to eat.
Wouldn't work, Cliff.
Why?
Jordan can press you. Steph's still gonna make them half-court 3-point shots in your face.
Man, stop. That very last South Sudan game that they played, these niggas hit 2 threes from the first to the third quarter. Niggas wasn't hitting because they was D'ing them down. They didn't have room to take threes like that. You don't think that the 92 hold up, because I'm getting there. This is a South Sudan team that doesn't really have any NBA players. College, G League, like me and CT said, one NBA player who doesn't even really matter right now.
Wenyon Gabriel, yeah.
Who doesn't even really matter right now. So you let one of the best teams in the best era of basketball almost lose and win by 1 against some players that ain't even tasted the NBA yet?
Here's the thing, though.
Stop, man. You can't tell me that a 92 team is going to be...
Who does 92 play in the exhibition?
But you can't say that.
They don't say it. They don't know.
But you can't ever just...
Why can't I?
Well, so-and-so...
They let one nigga do them in the entire game. And they switched everybody on them. That Khalid Jones nigga...
But Steve Kerr don't even pick the right lineup sometimes. So I'm not going to give that to just the team.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Let's keep it 100.
I do agree with that.
Now, I don't know who was coaching that 92 team. That's actually interesting. I kind of want to find that out. That 92.
Was it Dean Smith?
Chuck Daly.
Was it?
Chuck Daly.
It might have been. Yeah, it might have 1992.
Pretty sure it's Chuck Daly.
I might have been. Yeah, that sounds right, Aaron.
These store kitchens coach, I think.
But yeah, that shouldn't happen. I don't care who it is.
Yeah,
that shouldn't
Chuck
happen.
Daly, Aaron. Hey, question though, y'all. Time out. Interesting thought. Was Chuck Daly the coach of the Bad Boy Pistons?
That's what I said. It did but I was there.
So that's the irony, right? You're the coach of the Dream Team, and your guy couldn't even make the cut. Not saying his ability.
So, you know what?
I think the coach gets a choice.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But that brings up a good point.
But I was fighting for my nigga. Go ahead, Cliff. But I
get what Mark said, but that brings up a good point. So maybe those aren't Steve Kerr's lineups.
What? Definitely.
Maybe LeBron's calling the shots. And we know that factually.
Man, LeBron's not saying don't.
He might be right. CT.
Stop it.
Don't play Jason Tatum.
Yeah, because that game. No, they play the same position. I get it. No, I get they play the same. I get it. I'm just saying.
But there's no minutes for Jason Tatum at all.
Right. That don't make no sense. No, I agree. But so to Cliff's point, Cliff's probably like.
LeBron in there getting buckets.
Crazy, LeBron.
Oh, LeBron getting buckets.
But that's what I'm saying. LeBron's in there for most of the game. And to be honest, if LeBron wasn't playing, they would have been lost a few.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah, been lost a few.
Playing,
hey, they're calling LeBron. They're calling LeBron
blowing guys out if KD was playing in the exhibition game.
What's his new nickname? They just gave him a new nickname.
LeBron.
Captain America.
Yeah. What is it, CT?
He said Captain America.
No, that they were saying it was like something with his name.
Captain America.
It was something funny though. I was like, these niggas is just.
What is the flag? Like
Captain. Yeah. CT, you're right. Yeah, Captain L'America. Yeah, Captain L'America.
Captain L'America.
The way he was holding the flag on the boat. Like,
hey, he take this shit serious. Bro.
He definitely has. I know it was George Washington, but that nigga definitely has an Abe Lincoln chin. So when he was holding that flag on that boat, he definitely looked real presidential.
So time out.
Coming through that.
What did y'all think about him being the only one on USA with a white jacket?
Wait, what?
So LeBron was the only one on Team USA that had the white coat. Everybody, every country had their vest on at the opener, the Olympics.
Does that mean he was a leader?
But LeBron is the only one that purposely wore a white coat while all his
it's
peers.
because he was the flag holder,
right.
the Coco.
No, that's not why, CT.
Was Dennis
CT? Here's why I don't agree. This outfit
was Dennis Schroeder. Was Dennis Schroeder wearing white too?
Hell no, he's not on. He plays for Germany.
Right, but
LeBron's the leader.
That's what I'm saying. He was the flag holder for Germany. So if he was wearing white, then that would mean all flag holders wear white.
Thank you. I agree. I agree. To this point, he would have.
But it could still be a white.
They don't do different colors.
DT, they even said LeBron did that intentionally. LeBron did that.
It could be.
The only one that had white on. Coco Golf had on. She plays tennis. She was the holder of the flag.
She's probably the best.
She didn't have white on?
That's what I was saying. The flag holders.
Yes, she did.
Is she?
Girl, yes, she did. You got a computer right there. Look right up.
Who else would have it on though? That's what I'm asking.
That's what I'm saying. Germany doesn't have to be different. They could just have red coats on or black coats on.
Every year, I'm sure the BlackBerry every year the USA has on a white one.
I'm asking if who was
Don Staley was the first one.
Okay.
Wearing white coats.
Because CT's right. It's for the BlackBerry.
That's what I was saying.
First one. I was just trying to say, LeBron's the only one that ever had a white.
Hey, but to be fair, to be fair, he was the only one that they had shown intentionally. Again, the media, they do that I seen wear it. I didn't see nobody else have it, so that's my fault. Fuck up.
I'm sure Asia Wilson wanted the white one, but she had on the blue one too.
She's a fucking dog. She's been
dog.
Boy,
bro,
I'm going to one of the Aces games. I don't care where they at. I'm going next time you go, bro. I'm serious. Let me fucking know. I'm in there. I'm dead ass, bro. I'm in there with you, nigga. I'm serious, bro. That squad.
I'm gonna come back in town like 2 weeks too. That might be too soon for you.
Yeah, but no, we definitely gonna set it up though. You already know I'm coming. Yeah, but anyways, no, they the BlackBerry shit. I mean, that's cool. What's cool? And LeBron has been balling.
Especially for Bron, man. This is probably his last time doing USA ball. So
hell yeah, about to be 40. Shit.
But next year, he said the next Olympics is in LA. So hey, we fight, man.
Now his Bryce will probably be in it. I bet you Bryce will be in that.
In the Olympics?
Well, probably on the 3v3, not like the team.
Stop.
You know what I mean? Probably like a 3v3.
3v3, we lost that first round.
They sucked. They lost. I just pulled up the article. They lost both rounds.
Who?
Bro,
That's
they're
what I was
not
about to
even
talk about
NBA
next.
players.
This 3v3 shit, y'all. I don't know what the fuck this is and the players they pick, but this ain't good representation. Like for no Olympics.
Jimmy Fredette.
Whoever takes this
Who did they have on it?
3,
Fredette.
Who else though?
nobody watching 3-on-3.
I don't know who else. That was
Jimmy.
marquee name though.
I saw that team.
Yeah, I remember Jimmy.
Like,
I feel like the best people who didn't make the Olympics, like AKA the reserves, that top 3 should be in the 3v3. That's just my
no,
thought.
the 3, they don't take 3v3 serious at all.
Right.
But why? It's the Olympics. Like you feel me, CT? Like I'm not. Like why is our country?
Why would you want to go over there and do 3-on-3?
Why not? We're representing our country, right?
I mean, if I can't do 5-on-5, but I can at least make the 3v3 team, I want that.
I'm right. You feel me?
They should have had a champion.
Nobody, they not crying and happy like, oh, maybe 3v3. They not cheering for that.
But you got a chance to get. Hey, they bet you they'd be crying and happy if they win gold, right or wrong. If they did it in one goal,
Right.
They'd be crying and happy.
Be happy with their little 37.5 in their pocket.
You feel me?
They probably don't even get this. Man, that 3v3.
And we could have nasty 3v3 squads, y'all. Think about it though.
They need to talk to Ice Cube. Ice Cube would give them a better 3v3 team than the one we got.
Mike Beasley. You got Mike Beasley, Jeff T, Mike Beasley, and who else on there? Not Joe Smith, Joe Johnson.
Mm-hmm. Them niggas do it professionally.
These niggas gonna play defense anyway.
Joe Johnson old as fuck.
But he's better than Jimmy for that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to go. Them rules are different over there. Like, listen, that's real different over there, though.
Is it?
It is. Crazy. Physical.
Is it easier or worse?
Hard. Like, and then when you score, like, you let the ball bounce, then you just run to the 3. Like, it's.
You got to check the ball. You got to check the
Yeah,
ball.
it's like 10 seconds of shot clock. No check ball. Like, so they score, you the other person get the ball right out to the 3 and go from there. It's like a take back though every time.
Yeah, you gotta be hard and so much for them. You could be out here playing slow ass 30-second check ball, but old niggas out here doing
10 seconds every time on the shot clock.
I am with CT though. Don't nobody really care about no 3v3, but I would want to be on the team if that was my only opportunity to get a
But I
ticket.
could tell Jackie's reaction when she was playing for 3-on-3 versus her reaction when she got the ask for the 5-on-5. It was
Right.
totally different. Totally different.
Right.
She did 3-on-3. She wanted to go too. She wasn't. It was straight high, but she got asked to play for this 5-on-5 to give her he was led. Yeah, totally different. But yeah, they definitely about to spank everybody about 50. That women's team.
The USA women's.
Them women's team, yeah, they too good.
Yeah, Team USA beat South Sudan 103-86.
They haven't lost a game since 1992. That's 32 years.
Brianna and Asia just do nice alone. That's crazy. To think about
Women's be having a squad.
Damn, your boy Chef went 1 for 9, 0 for 6 from 3.
3 points today.
But we're not worried about that, right? We're not worried about
that
that because you're gonna have a game that's gonna happen.
Bam was the high.
Weird.
Bam was the high.
Oh.
18 points, 8 for 10, 2 for 3 from 3.
Yeah, he was hot for it. He missed a shot until like the third, fourth. Yeah.
All he was doing was catching. He was just catching bunnies, nigga. He was just standing right.
No, she shooting 3s and everything.
Nigga, he been thorough through the whole shit.
That's what I'm trying to say. All he has to do is just stand in place and get the ball where he needs to get it and
He
shoot.
love playing with
Kevin
Brown.
Durant, 14 points, 2 for 5 from the field, 2 for 2 from 3. So he 100% over the past 2 games. He was 5 for 5 against Serbia.
He took a game off too.
AD and Brown was playing. I like the way AD played today. JT got out. He was started. I think JT started. Derek White was hooping. He was hooping.
I mean, ain't that the point though? We playing real efficient and we still barely winning. You know what I'm talking about? Niggas is efficient.
That game was so physical. They was letting these dudes play physical.
Wait a second, though.
These Africans out there. Boom.
Oh, okay, I'm tripping. Yeah, I'm tripping. That's what I'm saying. Where my nigga Khalid? He only had 18 this game.
Who?
Khalid Jones.
He was hit 3. Bo was hooping.
The
He
nigga
goes off of there.
who burnt U.S. in the
What's his name fouled
scrimmage.
out? Wayne Gable fouled out. He had like 10 boards though. He was
Yeah,
boarding up.
10 boards, 1 assist, 2
Like
points.
4 points, 2 points. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was low key like their point guard. I was like, man, this is weird. You can tell this team is really. Because they said that team, they don't practice and that all year. They just come together around this time and then that's when they try to make them happen.
Yeah, they said they don't even have a court, indoor.
They don't got no court.
Yeah,
they get an indoor. I think they said at the end of the year. So.
And that's what I'm getting at. When you see somebody like that that's giving y'all pressure, it doesn't look good.
No, shout out to Lil Dame.
He putting all his money behind.
He putting a lot of stuff behind it.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's commendable. I gotta give him P's for that.
Them dudes develop ASAP.
Who they got next? They got Puerto Rico next on the 3rd, I believe.
Puerto Rico, yeah. They should kill them.
They should. Yeah, that should be one of the easier games of the 3.
But I like the dude from New Orleans play for them.
It's the Jose Alvarado.
Yeah, I like that. He's different when he's USA ball. I mean, FIBA ball. He's different. So.
Yeah, Jose ain't no joke.
That's gonna be the best player.
Alvarado.
That's gonna be their best player. You said?
Yeah.
Is that?
Probably so.
I don't think he's their best player. Who else they got?
Yeah, I feel like they got somebody else.
You might got somebody homegrown.
Nah, I feel like somebody
that's in the league.
Yeah.
The fact that we're having a hard time thinking about his name.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, because it just be a lot of dudes that just.
I might be wrong.
I get it, but
you might be right. He might be the best. I'm trying to think.
Puerto Rico, I don't see that being the big problem. They might win. It's not.
Nah, that's why I said I think that's the easiest game of the 3 that they played so far. Because I mean, Serbia. I mean, you gotta give them some P's. They got some decent names on the squad, but
if somebody gets, this is random, but I see an article about a football player that did some Mike Vick type shit, right? Defensive lineman for the Chiefs. He was, at least. He got 2 counts of misdemeanor animal cruelty charges. They say he's got to do a year of hard labor. What does hard labor mean?
It means you got to go to the boot camp.
Because I'm thinking, here's why I'm asking too. You're a football player. You already do hard labor. So is that really punishment?
That's not.
Well, no, it's not necessarily. I mean, it is punishment. Let's not get it confused.
It's supposed to be punishment. That's what they gave him, right?
But it's benefiting the camp. You feel what I'm saying? We got a football player breaking blocks with the pickaxe now. We're going to benefit from his hard labor. Give him that. We're in a capitalist era. Back in the day, they was like, nah, do your time. Now they like, how can we make money off of the punishment that we give these motherfuckers?
I don't know if I've ever heard of somebody getting sentenced to hard labor either, me personally.
No, that definitely happens.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's like a worse version of community service.
So you're still in jail. Like, this is gonna sound dumb too. So you're still behind bars, obviously.
You have a job behind bars, period.
Right.
But hard labor, when they say that sounds like outside work.
Right.
So that's what I'm thinking. So it's like, are you still, when you're done? Okay, you still gotta go to your.
They gonna send that nigga to Africa to mine some cobalt in the name of the United
right,
States.
We're just gonna do the hard labor.
Yeah, you gonna be the labor. Mine that cobalt, and anything you mine is property of the United States government. They gonna send that nigga to Africa. That nigga gonna be playing for South Sudan next year.
Probably not gonna miss practice though.
Hey, Cliff, I want to ask you something specifically now too. It just popped in my mind. I seen this.
Look.
Did the Raiders poke the poke the bear recently? We pulled out a Kermit doll in a Mahomes jersey.
It was talking. The dude was talking. I seen it.
Y'all think that was smart to do, given the history? And
Definitely. That's what I'm saying. And every day, I say every day, every year, it reigns true. It's not like the Kansas City Chiefs wash the Raiders every year. We end up 1-1 every year.
Yeah, right. But what does it equate to?
All I'm saying is when you got Max Crosby who lives in fucking what's the name he's had rent free, Patrick Mahomes talking about him in interviews and shit, and now you got Christian Wilkins as well on the line to help you cause problems against Patty. You don't think you're gonna have a little bit more confidence to start saying some shit? Y'all's DBs are getting together. You didn't have that before. Like, this is the first year out of all those years before when you didn't have shit, y'all still went 1-1. The first year you feel like we're equipped at all positions. Why wouldn't you poke the bear? Fuck yeah, I'm gonna poke you. I'm gonna try to get in your head even more.
They just signed the fastest player they just drafted him in the fastest player, Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, and you ain't see that him on the press coverage and the DB put him on his ass?
You ain't see him in the practice the other day? Bomb down the field?
Yeah, that's gonna happen. But that's gonna happen. So we got Trey Taylor. We got one of the fastest players in the NFL too. That don't mean shit. Speed don't mean nothing.
On the other side.
Speed don't mean shit.
What you mean it don't?
That don't mean that you're gonna be.
Make a killing.
I don't mean that you're gonna be the best player. Deshaun Jackson made a killing because he had more than speed, my G. He had more than speed.
Even look, watch his podcast. Even he'll tell you, I was burning him down the field.
Right, and he had hands as well. But it's a lot of niggas that enter the league every year that have speed, whose names don't. Look at your boy Schwartz from Cleveland. He's not even in the league anymore that I know of.
Who's the dude from the Raiders?
He was the fastest man in that draft class. He was a professional track runner. He's not in the league anymore. It's hella people like that. Jacoby Ford for the Raiders, who was challenging Chris Johnson to foot races and shit.
But we know Xavier Worthy has hands, though.
I'm not saying he don't. I'm just saying that you may have collegiate hands. We don't know what you have here. You can't even survive a press coverage on your cleats. We don't know what you have here in the NFL.
It's rookie season, Cuddy. You know, they gotta learn. They gotta adapt.
But I'm saying I doubt that the Raiders seeing Xavier Worthy and Hollywood Brown on the other side is like, ooh, we worried about Kansas City.
I mean, and Kelsey, we gotta forget Pacheco.
But we play them every year. That's what I'm getting at. We play them every year.
Better every year, Cliff.
And every year they can't go 2-0 against us.
You think they would about the Raiders for real? No.
They are this year. They are this year for sure.
No.
Oh, that's a fact, Jack. That's a fact. They are this year. They may not be every other year.
Aiden O'Connell, Cliff, they worried?
Aiden O'Connell got him a dub. Aiden O'Connell is currently undefeated against Kansas City.
They weren't prepared.
That was a big blowout.
Wait. What are we talking about, though?
They had a small sample of Aiden O'Connell, so they weren't prepared.
It doesn't matter. Right now, Aiden is undefeated against Kansas City, so you can't use that. He beat him as a rookie, so
what happens when he goes 0-2 this season?
I would imagine he only gets better. What pieces did we lose?
Well,
what pieces did we add?
Josh Jacobs, you lost.
We lost Jacobs.
That's a big loss.
Nah, not as much.
You always kept saying he was like one of the top 5 running backs.
He was. But considering how we did not use him last year and how unavailable he was at times,
that's gonna hurt.
It didn't affect us towards the back end. That what I'm trying to get at to y'all, and I know y'all don't watch Raiders games like that.
Right.
But the back end of our season, when Antonio Pierce took over, was the highlight of our season. Zamir White was running the ball during those games. It wasn't Josh Jacobs. So if Zamir White could hold it up for them to maintain them to still get those wins, I'm not concerned about losing Josh Jacobs.
But that's a couple games. You think he's an every game, every down back?
He could not be. But again, like we've had conversations in the past. That's exactly why we got Amir Abdullah.
Oh, it was
Amir Abdullah. They just picked up that Dylan Lobby dude, who I don't think is gonna really get running back snaps so much as Christian McCaffrey plays. But you got a dude from the Vikings, Matheson. You have a running back room. It's not that big of a deal that we lost.
He might be a starter then, yeah, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. It's not that big of a deal that we lost Jacobs. You picked up Brock Bowers, who's going to be in the slot. He's going to be a tight end. He's going to be a halfback. They said they have plays for him at halfback. What? Yeah, he played halfback.
Oh, yeah, that's the rookie y'all just drafted.
Yeah, from Georgia.
Oscar Mayer or whatever his name.
Michael Mayer from Notre Dame. That's what I'm saying. We got two potentially the best tight ends in the league.
Especially for a young duo.
That's what I'm saying. That have the potential of down the line being two of the best tight ends in the league. We have them right now.
Jason Witten types and
Then you reinforce
A- wide receivers.
Then you reinforce your offensive line.
But against Chris Jones,
you reinforce your offensive line.
But there's a lot of good D lines though right now in the NFL.
I said offensive line though.
No, but
You're saying to go against them, but that's what I'm getting at. We talked about it last year when they had Garoppolo out there. That nigga had no sacks, no hurries for like the first 4 games, and he was still throwing interceptions. Yeah. So that means that our offensive line was holding up enough through last year, and then you added more pieces that are now starting on the line. So that means you made that line better from last year. I would understand why they would gain the confidence enough to feel comfortable to poke the bear.
But these are the defending champions. These are your rivals.
But it seems like regardless of them getting it back-to-back years,
back-to-back champ,
it seems like they just squeak by each time, though, doesn't it?
But it don't matter how you win. They just want you to win.
Seems like you squeak by each time, though, doesn't it?
But Cliff, okay, let's reverse.
Year that Philly almost beat them.
Right.
Ever since then, they haven't looked like that powerhouse Kansas City team that we see. It's that team like the Warriors, where it's like we don't know where they're going to be during the season, but they're going to make it up in the postseason. We know that. And that is the start of a fall of a dynasty. So, I mean, I wouldn't really necessarily be that concerned with them. And I know
it's like mode and playoff mode.
Right. We know they're going to turn up if they get there. We know you're going to have issues, but it's not like they haven't had games where they squeaked by. They did before with Buffalo. They did last year with who was it? The game before the playoffs or the championship, the Super Bowl. Who was that? You said what, CT?
So they've been down a lot of times too and came back.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like you see when a team is dominant, and then when you see when a team is fighting to maintain dominance. And right now they're in the era of fighting to maintain dominance as opposed to just being naturally dominant. Of course they're a dynasty. But it's easy to see they're losing momentum. They're
getting better each year. They're adding more pieces.
They're adding new pieces. But they're also shuffling wide receivers, and they feel comfortable doing that because they have Patrick Mahomes. But they've been shuffling wide receivers now for the past 3 years, and that's also another sign of you not being comfortable with what you have.
Is it that,
or got a running game?
Only with Tyreek. I'll answer your question before you ask it. Only with Tyreek is it one where it's like he left to go make more money. But just like he said in that interview, the same offer stood for KC. I gave them an opportunity to match the offer. They chose not to. That's why he went to Miami.
But maybe they feel like the Patriots now, to the extent of, we'll work with whatever we got and we'll show you that we'll still win.
I get it. And they have the ability to do that. But what I'm getting at is if you're still switching out receivers, that means you're not comfortable with the ones you have. How many drops did Valdez-Scantling have last year?
Well, yeah, but you're still getting it done though. Even to your point, you're switching them out. But it's not like there's a regression on performance.
Yet.
We can say yet, but so far from what we know, what we see with Andy Reid,
I would still say this year, as far as being a Raiders fan and having to see us fight from the back of the pack so many years, and still seeing us faring well against Kansas City, I would say this year would be the year you better worry about the Raiders if you're Kansas City. We're neighbors. You have to see us. You have no choice but to see us twice a year, regardless. And if you struggled with lesser teams getting 2 wins, with this team, it's going to be hard to get 1. It's clear they know each other. I've been saying this since we started the podcast. They know each other. Even when we had bad teams, I always said I'm not concerned about KC. Every time we do the pick'ems, I always pick against KC when the Raiders play. And y'all see that belt back there, don't you?
Man, fuck out.
Yeah, let the games begin this year.
This nigga. Fuck that.
But yeah, I mean, I do want to bring up all the fights. You seen all them fights that's been happening at the team training camps?
Yeah, what's up with
Dallas
and Gerard Mayo?
Oh, they was fighting too?
Well, not physically. There was a big verbal altercation.
Did you see the one between Aaron Rodgers and Wilson?
But that's how it is, nigga. It's no different than if you were to get on me or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to win. You're fucking out. You're fucking up.
Like, you're new. You're a new quarterback. I understand you've been off. Look, I've been dealing with Zach and every Mike fucking White, and I need you to hit me. That's what you came here for. Hit me, right? So hit me.
It's like any relationship. You're going to have moments. You're going to have...
But these is fights. The Steelers was a brawl. The Cowboys was a brawl. The Chiefs even had a little scuffle, but it wasn't like a brawl.
I didn't see that.
Mm-hmm. Every offseason, OTAs be like that for real.
But no, they're usually like that. They're usually like that when they bring in teams practicing together. You don't see a lot of years of the same team banging it out.
Fighters, teammate, you see like a lot of guys. Like
nah, this is different. This here is different. It is. All these teams that are in, and I'm sure I'm not even naming them all.
It's been heat waves, Cliff. It's been fucking heat waves.
It has been hot. That might be.
Elections coming up. It's been heat waves. Niggas is in contract negotiations.
That might be the best point you made all day.
Damn, Cliff.
Yeah, I said it all day. And you right.
You know what I did from 10 to 6? God damn it.
This heat, well, you wasn't with me. I don't know nothing about it. This heat has been different.
It's been monstrous.
I almost understand why the government sprays that shit in the air to try to block the sun now, because it has been hot. Do you hear me?
I know Meemaw got the air running in that.
That's why I said it'd be cold down here and then it get hot real quick as soon as it cut off. It'd be cold down here. Listen, it's blazing, so you might be right. Because I get very agitated when I'm overly hot.
Right.
I'm out here sweating and hitting on y'all. You think I'm not going to catch an attitude eventually?
If we seen you in flag football, let alone imagine.
Listen, it's hot out here. I'm not coming out here to lose with y'all bitches. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. You know, I didn't mean it like that. Yeah, I love the team. I love the squad. I'm willing to come back and all that. I'm just saying, I ain't come out here to lose. Tighten the fuck up. Tighten up. It's hot. You think I'm just sweating out here for nothing? We getting our ass whooped. Nobody's playing D. Shit. That's how I be feeling.
Hell yeah, I get
it. It's other because you know the plays. Everybody know the plays. You just
come on.
You know, mad.
Beyond that, it's hot and you shit talking.
Right.
And you hit the.
You're letting right. That's you're right, Mal. That's what pisses me off is that you're giving them fuel to talk shit. But you're not giving anyone else fuel to combat the shit talk.
Right.
You know, like you're letting the shit talk get to you as opposed to just shutting the nigga up. Shut him up.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut you up.
Right. Right. That's what gets under my skin. So I can completely understand being in especially when you think about the politics of an actual team. Some of them players know they're not going to be on there. They're going to get dropped to the practice squad. Some of them know I gotta knock this man off in order to keep my spot on this squad.
Right.
So it's gonna be chippiness more so than one would expect. This isn't high school. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody already got their spot. Tryouts are over. No, you can get dropped the game before the Super Bowl.
You hear me?
This is cutthroat. So I'm pretty sure, along with the cutthroatedness of the game, you have people being more than chippy and somewhat dirty. You know what I'm saying? Doing little ill shit like you twist my ankle, like you just stepped on my foot on purpose, like to try to.
Mm-hmm.
Like now I'm about to get up swinging.
Right, like some what's his name, the Dominic Sue back in the day.
Right. Like don't act, and that's the thing, and we all know everybody's played football here. We all know
Patriot.
It's not the nigga that initiates; it's the nigga that retaliates that gets in trouble.
Right.
The initiator never gets caught. It's the retaliator that gets caught.
Nowadays,
they
they watch that film,
find
him.
Yeah, nowadays they will pull it up and hit you late. You get hit with a retro fine.
Alright, like what the fuck?
Yeah. You know how everybody tries to come
back and try to
get a Super Bowl the way out.
Yeah, it'll be a week pass. You on to the next game and they like, wait, we reviewed that footage. 50,000.
Right, it'd be like 3 games ago.
Yeah, 50,000. We saw that.
That could be labeled on your career now, and that can get you thrown out every one after that. Oh yeah, we tackling anymore.
Now, don't get so many of them
out the league. We kicking you
right.
out.
Right.
You hear me, CT?
You sick of that. You dirty. You a dirty player. You labeled
arena football.
Player. Especially if your peers label you a dirty player, they know that they don't want you around.
Shit, look at that. Look at the Myles Garrett, Mason Rudolph situation. If Myles
played for Cincinnati,
if Myles wasn't as good as he was, he'd have been out of there.
Yeah,
and we don't even know what took place. All I know is you don't pull a nigga's helmet off and try to hit him with it for nothing.
Somebody swinging a helmet that size with that force, it damn near could kill you.
He was mad. He was just mad right there.
Hey, well, let me. I got to bounce about here.
Yeah, who hit him?
For sure.
Let me give my hymns, Jim Harbaugh, nigga. Quit trying to prove yourself.
Why not? He coming off that's a natty boy. He trying to ride the wave off the natty.
Players get you reps. I'm not gonna talk about anything else. Just stop trying to prove yourself. You old.
He gotta prove himself, Aaron. Last time he
back in the NFL.
Stop, nigga. You are 60. Stop.
Let him win it.
He seen Pete Carroll out there scrimmaging his quarterback and was like, "Let me show him I'm still."
Right. I like that in the coach though.
Right. I like the coach that'll get involved. All right, boy. Oh. Right. I thought you said he muting, unmuting.
Right, nigga, muting, unmuting.
I didn't know if he was saying something or not.
No, but I was asking, do y'all like them wearing them cap things on their helmet?
I didn't see it, CT.
You know what it is?
See it.
I looked on NFL.com. It must have been that league. It didn't make NFL.com.
Wait, what you look up? You talking about the caps, the helmets, the protection, the concussion protection pads they put over there?
Go look at the fights, where you can't see the
team
or nothing,
And they saying that this year they're allowing players to wear them during games.
Oh, really?
But the players don't like them.
But
the players don't like them, so you're gonna see a few players wearing them. But for the most part, it's not going to change nothing.
Or at a high risk, maybe you should.
Man, that's like wearing a cup.
You gonna definitely see Tua with one.
Speaking of him,
you gonna see Tua with one, and you gonna have a camera sewn into the.
Did you see that class contract extension?
2020 class of 2020 with all my boys.
Tua's class, man. Everybody $200 million.
That was a bad class, though.
You crazy as fuck, Herbert.
I mean, bad like.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Okay. I was like, what?
Yeah, no, I didn't mean bad. Like that was a bad class. That was a bad. They bad men in that class. That's no lie.
None of them got no Super Bowl.
No, but
these niggas are still young.
All got potential. Trevor Lawrence, Mac Jones, Tua Tagovailoa, Zach Wilson.
I wouldn't say Mac Jones, but Trevor Lawrence. Yeah.
I'm just naming all of them that came out there. Fields. It was hella. That was a man. Come on, stop playing.
Pittsburgh is Fields for the taking.
It is. It will be his. It will be his. Let's not act like. Don't get me wrong. I like Russ, and Russ will make big time plays occasionally. But let's not act like Justin Fields had anywhere near an offensive line or anybody to get it to after he had a chance to stop running for his life.
Right. He don't got an arm like Russ.
And Tomlin, I think Tomlin is a great coach.
He got a deep ball. I would say power for power, it's equivalent.
He was the screens to DJ Moore.
Russ is just more accurate with his deep balls. But I would say power for power, arm strength is about the same.
But you know what I just thought of, y'all? I could see this about Russ. Russ, you could tell, even by his social media, it seems like he's a real, mental. Everything is really
mental. Yeah.
So I feel like if Mike, it's gonna sound dumb, but if Mike Tomlin, which he probably is nurturing, and it sounds dumb, like kind of almost, I don't want to say baby him, but really.
No, you're right though, because he tried to do that in Denver, and the coach was like, he calls me at 3 a.m. thinking about plays, and I have to tell him, Russ, go to sleep. We'll talk about it tomorrow. But if you have a coach that's willing to, what you got? What you think about? I'll get up real quick. We can talk. Right. Give me a chance to get out the bedroom. We'll talk about it. You might be right. It might be a situation where there's more of a connection there. But at the same time, you're at the end of your rope.
He is. But this might. But look. This team, this situation is literally do or die to me.
You're right.
This is let's ride. This is last ride.
You right. You hear me? This nigga said last ride, right? That's what you need to start saying.
Hey, we need to
last ride.
Do something with that.
Last ride. Steelers country. Last ride.
Last ride. Yeah. Hey, Cliff, that's it right there. Hey, we need to get shirts and everything with
Last ride.
Last ride.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be catchy.
They need to start stitching that at the bottom of his jersey. Just a whole number 3 Steelers with ... last ride.
Last ride.
It's the last ride, nigga.
I'm telling my dad that shit. I'm telling her.
Yep, that's it right there.
Last ride, Russ. Yeah, it's Fields for the taking.
Yeah, now I do think that if Russ starts out hot, of course Tomlin's gonna go with the hot hand, but I also feel like Russ. I really do believe that Russ is broken ever since Seattle. I think the fact that they didn't support his line and they let him. You said what?
It was nice, right there.
Oh shit! You chopping? You chopping indoors?
Humidity out there. Got router hot.
But nah, I don't mean early Seattle. I mean like once everybody was gone. Richard Sherman, Lynch, all them was gone. Right. They didn't do anything to protect that man.
They did. They had him running for his life.
He was the most sacked quarterback 2 years in a row.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So what I'm getting at is, I think they broke him just by him having to go through that his nerves aren't the same to be calm in a pressure situation. So that's why he rolls out into threats. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see Russ roll without needing to often. Like, you got time. Like, you got, hold up, wait a second. Right, and he like, nope, they closing in, I gotta go.
He was nice last year.
And
no,
he was at a point.
Moments.
Yeah, he was at a point. But the reason why
many good weapons either.
The reason why I bring that up is
trash.
that
Judy trash.
If he does that in Pittsburgh, I don't see you making it through the whole season. You can't just roll. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You are in a tough area right now. You can't be rolling into issues. So if
you got a defense that back him up this year.
If he does. But if you roll into some bullshit you ain't need to be rolling into like you do over the past few years, I can see Justin Fields having to step in for a game and stealing your thunder. Almost like a any given Sunday situation. And Jamie Foxx took over your motherfucking spot because you try and be diving into the end zone. Now, he did make it up at the end of the movie, but
they said Wilson sat out the first training camp practice due to calf tightness.
He'll be ready.
Who, Wilson?
He ain't trying to do all that.
But yeah, I mean, he's older though, so
yeah, you ain't really
right.
It's a long season,
but right, you're right. It is a long season. Exactly. That's why he's older. He knows his body.
He can't rest during the season.
But I know that right now
these play one game a week.
But I know right now these OTAs aren't important enough for me to be risking pulling a hammy. It's a little tight. I'm gonna sit out.
Sometimes they'll play on a Thursday CT and then play on a Sunday. You gotta be ready for that grind.
Not Thursday to Sunday. Not Thursday to Sunday.
Some team or Monday. One of the two. Some team or at least Monday.
It'll be the opposite.
No,
Sunday to Thursday happens, but never Thursday to Sunday.
Well, either way, yeah, right.
There are some Sunday to Thursday, but you gotta think Thursday to Sunday is 3 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Either way you look at it, it's still Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so an extra day.
Huh? They don't go Thursday
Sunday
to Monday.
Thursday.
Well, I was counting that day as well. Either. So
no, there's some weeks where teams play twice a week.
Teams will go Sunday to Thursday sometimes.
What do you mean, no?
Yeah. I believe the Bills had to last year at the end of their season.
That's what we talk about sometimes. We're like, man, how are y'all going? You got a game and 4 days later after this Thursday. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, no, that happens. It's not like hella often, but that happens. Right. That definitely happens.
Right. Some teams get it. Not every team.
2 games a week?
Yeah, some NFL teams.
Now, sometimes you get that. Usually, if you have a Monday or a Thursday game,
you're not gonna play.
Yeah,
Sunday,
you get a
Thursday.
It's usually before the bye. Like you get a bye.
It's a bye, yeah.
But no, there is some instances. There is some instances where Sunday to Thursday.
Send me a link.
I believe it was the Bills that had to do it last year.
Right.
Yeah, I'm pretty positive the Bills had to do it, and
they played Sunday and then they played Thursday.
Right.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
They played 2 games.
And if you looking it up, Mark, I believe
they don't do that in football.
If you looking it up, Mark, I believe
they don't, because they give them rest. You gotta rest. You play 1 game.
No, you don't always get a full week off. CT, like as far as games, like sometimes some teams get a game.
I'm pretty positive that, and it's a reason why I'm thinking the Bills for sure.
You're not gonna play Sunday if you play on a Thursday. I promise you that.
No,
right now.
No. That goes for Monday games.
It goes for Sunday games too. Like if you play on a Thursday, you're not gonna play on a Sunday.
Well, right, because that's too close. That's what I was saying. That's what Mark said
2
first.
2 games in a week.
But no, Sunday to Thursday though.
Right.
It's still two different weeks.
Say you play a Sunday night game. You could probably play a Thursday game.
Yeah.
Yeah, CT.
Yes.
Maybe Thursday on a prime time.
Show me the facts of that.
I'm gonna look it up here in a second. Hold up.
Yeah, please, because I know if you play Sunday, you're not gonna play Thursday if you play a Sunday.
I'm gonna just look up the Bills schedule.
I know if you play
look up the.
And I know if you play on a Monday, you're not gonna.
Because we talked about it. If I'm not mistaken, we talked about it last year during the pick'ems, and was like, Bills got to eat a turnaround right back around. Don't know if they're gonna get that game.
Right.
And I remember Coach Mike talking about the Bills had a rough last 3 games of the season because the last 2 were like that.
Mm-hmm.
No, they don't. No.
I'm pretty sure.
It just sounds crazy to me. Like,
let me look it up.
They're not gonna play Sunday and then play Thursday.
Let me look it up.
If you play on a Sunday, like if you don't play on a Sunday, you play on.
Would that be the 20? Wait. Would that be the 23 schedule or the 24 schedule?
It'd be the 23 schedule because this year's 24, Cliff.
Okay.
Because it ends in 25. CT, Cliff, for example, in 2023, Eagles played your Patriots, CT, September 10th, 2023. Okay? And then they played the Vikings September 14th, 2023. It's 4 days later.
I knew it, the Bills. First game of the season, Sunday, September 9th, Arizona Cardinals. Thursday, September 12th, Miami Dolphins.
Thank you.
Then back to Monday, Jacksonville Jaguars.
Thank you, CT.
Everybody, it doesn't always happen. It doesn't always happen, but it does happen for sure.
It does happen, right.
So it's like one team that does it a year?
It's like two. It's like 2 of them.
Whatever the schedule dictated. Yeah, it's like 2 or maybe sometimes.
It might be more, but 2. There's going to be more than one team that has to do that if one team has to do it.
Let me see.
But never Thursday to Sunday. That's not enough time. You don't have enough. You don't have time for a day off before you.
Recovery.
Yeah, but that's what we talk about, Cliff, every year, don't we? Is however the powers that be make the schedules.
And that's where the strength of schedule comes in as well. So that factors in the strength of schedule.
Hell yeah. Most of the other teams don't have to go through that, but you did, man.
Right. You can have lesser opponents and have to go to back-to-back games and still be up there strength of schedule-wise just because of that.
Right. Shit crazy. Other than that, I mean...
what y'all think about the new onside kick rules?
That shit's dumb as fuck.
Weak as fuck.
That shit is weak as fuck.
Weak as fuck. Like, I understand more and more why people call it the no fun league.
You can only do it in the in the fourth quarter. You can only do it if you're losing. You gotta tell the refs I'm not doing on.
It just calls for the same. What was they fucked? Who was it last year out of a win? Was it Detroit? Because the lineman checked in as a tight end and told the ref that he was checking in, and the ref said he didn't remember checking in, and then they brought up the footage of the dude walking up to all 3 refs and talking to him before he checked in. I think that was Detroit. You remember what I'm talking about?
I think so. Yeah, I think I remember that situation.
You don't remember that, CT?
What'd you say it was?
Detroit. I'm pretty sure it's Detroit. They was lined up on the goal line. They brought a tackle in or a guard in, like number 78. Yeah, as a tight end. He checked in, caught the touchdown, or it might have been an extra point.
A run?
No, it was a catch. And the refs ruled it off because they said he did not check in with them as a live receiver.
Eligible.
And then they showed the image of him walking up to all 3 refs and speaking to them, but they got the loss anyway. And this onside kick rule is just another way to fuck teams out of a win that same way that took place. So let somebody get a successful onside kick. The ref gonna be like, don't remember him checking in with me.
Yeah.
Shit's weak.
They ruining the games. I don't know if you can attribute it to betting or whatever it is, but they're ruining sports all around.
They're making that shit soft.
And all I'm saying is if you don't give us sports to distract us from all the bullshit that we go through on a daily basis, you're going to give men time to think.
Right.
And that ain't going to lead to good shit coming the way of any powers that be. If you're not going to distract us with sports and entertainment, we're going to have time to think and build and, and then that's when you have issues. So let's get sports back being sports again.
It's over with.
Maybe I ain't gonna take it there. I ain't gonna take it there. You know what I'm saying? But hell no, that shit. Fuck. I mean, maybe if President Trump don't win the election, be the commissioner of the NFL. Let's make the NFL.
Think about football.
Let's make the NFL great again. Let's do something.
Yeah.
Shit. It's not what it used to be.
You don't know shit about football.
But he a hell of a marketing extraordinaire.
Yeah.
Hey, they're moving. What's his name? Vic Fangio's moving. James Bradbury. He said safety. Said he thinks he has high football IQ, but he can make that transition from corner.
I mean, I don't think that that's a hard move for a corner. You just have to learn different responsibilities. But if you have fast enough feet to stay in front of a man who's 5 yards in front of you, then you should be able to, if he's right and you have high IQ, he should be able to keep his feet with somebody who's gaining momentum towards you. You know what I'm saying? I have more time at that safety position to react. See, the issue with safety isn't you get burnt on your feet, it's you made the wrong read. The issue with cornerback is you didn't make the wrong read, you got burnt on your feet. You see what I'm saying? Now, you can still make a wrong read as a cornerback, especially if you fall for a stop and go or a out, in and out. But for the most part, you know what your assignment is. It's this man right here. Safety, I'm just watching. I'll watch. I'll see who's getting burnt. I got to cover this side of the field. Oh, he needs me.
Hopefully the running back don't come out the back.
Right. That's gonna be harder. Situations like that, you got to read the run from a different perspective. That definitely is going to be harder, but I would feel comfortable with that if they're correct and he has that IQ they talking about. Because I would rather my thinker be at the safety position and my athlete be at the corner position. So we gonna see the effects. Do y'all still got Darius Slay at the cornerback?
Yeah.
So what?
We got them rookies we drafted too. Remember?
Oh yeah, the white boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see him this year.
Yeah, there was a sleeper that we got too. I think before or after him too.
So the question is, what side do you put him on? Do you put him on strong or free? Is he gonna stay in the backfield or is he gonna play the run and the reads as well?
Probably free because is he a safety or a corner?
He's a natural corner. That's why they would be switching him.
So yeah, they're gonna put him probably. Well,
depending on how high your IQ is, it may be better to put you at the strong.
Right.
Because then you can recognize who the key player is. I'll follow him. Tap your linebacker. Don't worry about it. I'm following him.
I still think Darius Slay will be the guy that would be that corner though.
Well, that's the corner. So you're stuck. That's what I'm saying. You're stuck on the outside. As the strong safety, you can come up into that linebacker position and guard the inside receiver, either the slot or the tight end.
Right, but I'm thinking they're going to put him at corner because they moved Bradbury to safety.
Put who at corner?
The white dude you're talking about.
Well, he was already a corner.
So who are you talking about then?
You said James Bradbury.
Yeah, but I was talking about the rookie.
I said, okay, so I said Darius Slay, and then the rookie, what's his name?
That corner, yeah. Let me see.
I can't think of his name. I keep wanting to say Cooper Rush, but I know that's not his name.
That's the Dallas Cowboys.
Right, and wasn't he a quarterback?
Mm-hmm.
It's what the fuck is his name?
So the
other
guy that can start over him is named Kenyon Mitchell, but his name is Cooper DeJean.
Cooper DeJean. DeJean. I don't know why I kept saying Rush or thinking Rush. Yeah, I'm excited to see him play for real.
Right.
But my next question for the coach would be what safety? Is he free? Is he strong? What's going on?
Oh, for Bradbury?
Yeah, you just saying we're going to move him to safety. Well, where? Because that makes a hell of a difference. It's two different positions.
I can't see him being a strong safety.
Right, you damn near like a extra smaller linebacker at strong safety.
Right. No, yeah.
That's what I used to play though. I like that position because I like to hit. Get me right there in the thick of shit.
Boy said, put me in line, coach.
I try to jam these.
I was a natural corner. That's what I played all my life. Corner and running back, and then when I got to high school, they put me in
I played wide
strong.
receiver though, but when I ain't nothing like being that big though. I was, woo.
I wasn't a big pick guy. I had a couple, but I wanted to hit you more than I wanted to steal the ball. I'll give you opportunity. Your hands might even touch it.
Quarterback, I want to take it from y'all quarterback now. I got it from my quarterback. I want to take it from y'all quarterback.
Right. Nah, I want to hit you. I want you to flip. You better not jump for that ball either. Because I want you to land upside down. I promise you. On your helmet.
You trying to be around the ball all night.
He said, don't jump for that ball.
Don't jump for it. Because you know my little 5'5" ass. If I don't jump, I'm at your kneecaps anyway.
I'm coming down. I'm coming down with it. As long as I come down with it, I'm good.
I'm trying to spin you like a bottle cap, G. I promise you I am. I'm trying to spin you like a bottle cap. I'm trying to see how many times you spin before you hit the ground.
On some Tom and Jerry shit.
That's all I really wanted to play football for was to hit.
Well,
Care what I look like? I want to hit.
Gonna look like Antonio Pierce said, according to NFL.com, he wants the Raiders quarterbacks to stop with the baby steps in camp competition and be the guy.
Ooh.
That makes perfect sense to me.
But that don't sound too hopeful.
No, that sounds perfect. Well, no, I won't say perfect. I won't say perfect. I won't say perfect. I'll say that sounds expected because Aiden O'Connell's a rookie. You look at him. He probably didn't even expect to be drafted. He talks about it all the time. Then you got Gardner Minshew, who is the humble guy. I'm just here to do my job, man. Whatever you need me to do,
He's like a hippie.
If I gotta sit the bench, I'll sit the bench. If I gotta start, I'll start. I'll throw my passes out. So with both of those demeanors, you don't have the killer that's like, I'm shitting him.
So that's what we talked about offline, that alpha.
Right. I would be like, I gotta shit. They brought in a quarterback who made the All-Star the Pro Bowl last year.
Well,
right. I gotta shit him. I want my spot, so I'm gonna shit him. I'll be nice to you. You know what I'm saying? I'll go over the plays and show you how to get better in the system, but I'm still going to shit you.
Right.
This isn't going to be a nice event for anybody.
I feel like that's the same situation we in.
So
that's why I had to stop competing with you, Cliff.
Hey, I'm saying, man. I'm sure you're not the first to feel that way. Because I'm on my Cardi B. If we competing forever.
Right.
This don't never end. This is a competition always.
It's a fucking competition. I'm always
now
trying to
friendly, but
right.
we compete forever.
Right. You hear me? Shit. Don't just lay down and not fight. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see who steps up. Patrick. So they asked Patrick Mahomes if he's underpaid due to all the recent, like we said, the quarterback contracts coming up lately. He said not necessarily.
Right.
Because he get endorsements and shit.
Right. That's the best way to answer that question. Because he basically saying like, yeah, I know I'm better than all of them, but I wouldn't necessarily say I'm underpaid because I got my contract before a lot of these dudes.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Watching. That's what I said. Don't park. I'd be like, don't park.
Right. That's an unnecessary question.
Right.
Do I think I would? Are you asking me? Do I think I'm the best? Yes, I do. Should I be getting more money? Maybe. But am I satisfied with what I'm getting? Yes, I am. Let's move on. Next question.
I think you got another
way
baby.
More than what Tom Brady was getting.
Right. But again, Tom Brady was at a later point in his year where he could say,
was different.
I made the most money. I'm willing to give it out to make sure I get more rings now. Patty's not at the point in his career where he's like, what do I want at the end of my career? Money or rings?
Yeah. Well, rings though, it shows.
Well, right now he's in the process of just getting them. He's not in the process of using his leverage as the veteran quarterback to get more. He's not a veteran quarterback. I mean, he is as far as he's been in the league, but as far as his age goes, you're still in your prime. So you don't have to worry about sacrificing money for wins yet. But once you get to the Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady ages, where they like, yeah, he's still Patrick Mahomes, but he's old now. That's when you're going to have to be like, I'll take less and allow them to bring in some more talent. He's not there yet.
No, he's not there yet, but yeah, he's definitely getting paid. So
right, I wouldn't be upset. My nigga, do you see my bank account? You ain't got to see my bank account. You can see my contracts.
Right, check my network. Check my network.
Even if I blow all of this money that I'm getting, I'm still paid forever.
Right. He's a part owner of the whatever baseball.
The baseball, yeah.
Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
You got a soccer team.
Yeah, he's paid.
It's the Royals?
Yep.
It might.
Is it?
Yep.
Goodness gracious. I was thinking it was like a AA. Damn, I didn't know he was major leagues.
MLB, he got some shit.
Okay.
He was on that down.
All right then, Patty. Shit. You got anything else to throw out?
Nah, that's all the shit I have, but my hit the showers is definitely going to man, that's your brother calling me. My hit the showers is definitely going to man, that just the men and women's USA 3-on-3. That shit is, I don't care what y'all say. That shit don't make sense.
I mean, the USA lost in what do you call it? The shooting, the marksman, the shooting competition.
Did they?
Hell yeah, they lost that shit. And I'm thinking, like, White Mike sent it to me, and I'm thinking, he said it's supposed to be the baddest country in the world, the highest military. I'm not sure, but I said, see, that's where you don't understand that the United States has never had an issue with ammunition. We don't gotta be accurate. We send enough action. You hear what I'm saying? Now, a country that would win, in my mind, would be Africa. How many bullets you got? You better use them right. You know what I'm saying? You better shoot 2 bullseyes with 1 bullet, because you don't have nowhere near as many we got. So why would we win? We're automatic. They're semi-auto over there. So that makes sense. But you still got hit. That's going to be my hit the showers, because y'all talk too much shit to lose anything with guns. So
if you go to speed curve for being from our dude,
Shit, what it sound like is the United States of America hit the fucking showers this week. Every hit the showers got something to do with what you.
USA hit the fucking shower.
And we ain't gonna talk about the economy, bitches. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Boy.
Oh shit.
Another episode right there.
Hit the motherfucking shower. But shit, I ain't got nothing else. Anybody got anything to take us out?
Football season is upon us.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for it
You see
too.
the new Tory allegation?
No, I didn't. I saw his name on something, but I ain't read it.
His driver finally came to testify and said like he could do something or something.
He didn't do something?
They were saying that the girls got to fight. It was, I don't know.
That's good to know. I'm glad to hear that. So
it's crazy that he even came to even say anything. Yeah, so, yeah.
My assumptions might be coming to light, but shit, that's another episode. You know what I'm saying? You might have to hit the Doofus Agree on a weekend to talk some shit like that.
On a Friday,
you know.
Yeah.
But like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell that nigga to troll. We'll catch y'all next Wednesday. We out this bitch.
They ain't fucking with
Oh my gosh, this fucking Bird fan. Why am I even listening?
Your ass ain't getting on the game. It's late.